New Pokemon evolutions. Now this is an exciting part about any generation or region of Pokemon. Not to mention we've gotten fan favorite evolutions such as Electivire and Togekiss from Sinnoh, all the way up to Surfetch'd, Obstagoon, and Ursaluna from Generation 8. So with that in mind, I thought it was time that I added some of my own in my region. What's up guys, my name is InfamousTrainer and welcome back to the Neous Region. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be showing off new evolutions for a few Pokemon of my region, as well as some Pokemon from earlier or past regions. And I do hope you guys enjoy some of these new Pokemon, so with all of that being said and out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into some brand new evolutions. Alright, I wanted to kick it off with the Pokemon you may not be expecting, which is Chatot. This interesting bird made its debut in Generation 4, and if I'm being frank, this Pokemon is pretty forgettable. Now during Generation 8, this Pokemon resurfaced due to the Sinnoh games, and I think it's time this Pokemon gets some love. Now the evolution of Chatot will be based off a unique character from Black Clover, that being the singing beauty of Kahonote, which is a character known for her amazing voice and beauty. So why not mix that with a talking and singing bird Pokemon? So I present Kahonote. Now Kahonote is the healing song Pokemon, being a flying and fairy type with the ability Pixelate and the hidden ability of Serene Grace. Now this Pokemon is beautiful. A Pokemon known for its amazing voice and uplifting nature. Kahonote is a newfound evolution of Chatot, which will evolve into this form once learning a new fairy type move. It's said many nurses will use this Pokemon alongside others in order to heal Pokemon and people alike, as there's rumors this Pokemon's voice has the ability to change one's mood to be happier and also heal them. Now this is a Pokemon I've actually been sitting on for a while now. With the help of Cozy Crimrat, we finalized the design and made it look just amazing, so I really love how this came out. Chatot, once a forgotten Pokemon, would definitely be standing out a lot more with this really good typing of flying and fairy, and also just a unique pink and just beautiful design, and I think it looks so good. Not to mention with the ability Pixelate, it can have an amazing strong moveset. It's just honestly a really cool Pokemon. Honestly, I would use it as my regional bird if I were in the Neous region. It actually makes me wonder what this Pokemon's cry would be. Now next up is the Pokemon you most likely came here to see, which seems to be a fan favorite when it comes to any fan region, that of course being a Dunsparce evolution. I won't lie, the base form of this Pokemon does leave much to be desired, as we could easily see this thing evolving into some kind of form. Well, thanks to the amazing artist known as Pixel Stevens, I'm able to bring you guys my very own evolution of Dunsparce. So here's the evolution of the Pokemon being Wyrmsparce. Now Wyrmsparce is the awakened Pokemon, and having of course the typing of Normal and Dragon, with the ability Berserk and a new hidden ability known as Gravedigger. So let me explain Gravedigger really quick because it's actually simple. It's something similar to Steel Worker. So this ability actually boosts up ground type moves by 50%. I believe it fits well with the overall design, and tons of people think that this Pokemon should also be a normal and ground type or a ground dragon type, so I wanted to fit that and kind of have a sense of a third typing. But of course, now evolved from a Dunsparce, it has found respect from those who didn't take it seriously. It uses its neglected anger to fuel it, and which sometimes can send into a berserking rage. It will use its tail to dig holes in the ground to also pass time by, and lastly is known to achieve this new form via an item which isn't seen very often, which is a Dragon Scale. So be sure to save one to get this strong Pokemon. Now funny enough, this was actually a design that I teased earlier on in one of my live streams, so if you guys don't come out to those, you definitely should whenever I'm doing some art based on Neos type things, but a lot of people guessed this one and got it correct. I think it looks really good. I love the design of it. It's perfect for like everything when it comes to Dunsparce evolution, so here you go guys, here is the evolution of Dunsparce. It just doesn't get any easier to say than that. Now the next Pokemon on the list to be revealed is pretty weird and honestly isn't going to be that much different of an evolution, but I still wanted to present it here in this video. So of course we all know the Gen 5 Pokemon Deerling, a Pokemon that Ash Ketchum even tried to catch for himself. Well in Neos they're a bit different due to the Neos particles, so let me go ahead and show you first Deerling. Now pretty much everything about this Pokemon is the same, but of course changing the species from season Pokemon to the biome Pokemon, and now is a complete normal type. Also having the ability, adaptability, and hidden ability of Serene Grace. Again, nothing too crazy here, and of course its shiny reflects that of the other Deerling forms. So quickly, I have all the Deerling here. Now there is one new thing that is unique about Deerling. It goes from being a normal grass type to every version now being a pure normal type. It doesn't matter what color, doesn't matter what shade, they are all normal type. But what about the evolution? Now that this Pokemon is called the Biome Pokemon, when it's in a specific area, it will evolve into a different form. It's more specific on the color and the area that you're in. So if you have the new specific form from my region, you'll have a new evolution of Sawsbuck. So here's the Neonian Sawsbuck. So just like Deerling, Sawsbuck has become the biome Pokemon. So if you got that specific form of Deerling, you now have this specific version of Sawsbuck, having the ability, adaptability, and the hidden ability of Swift Swim. Pretty much everything else is very similar to the rest of them, but I wanted to have my own version in here because I wanted a representation of the Aqua Deer squad of Black Clover. So it was a simple way to integrate it, but of course there is something that is different about the rest of the Sawsbuck. Now of course, depending on the Deerling that you got, it will evolve into a specific version of Sawsbuck, which now will have their own separate typings. So you'll either have a choice between normal ground, normal fairy, normal grass, normal water, or normal ice, giving you more variety with this Pokemon. So it's not just locked to a weather condition in a certain area or a type of season, it just depends on which version of Deerling that you get. And of course, they'll spawn in different areas more relating to the weather conditions. But yeah, there you have it, brand new Sawsbuck and Deerling for you guys. Very simple Aqua Deer Pokemon inserted into the region. Now in an earlier Neous Region video, I created a brand new Pokemon with the help of Ace from the Discord. This being a specific female-only evolution for Mightyena, known as Matriena, a Pokemon that a lot of you actually liked. Now funny enough, even before that Pokemon was made, I actually had plans to do something with Poochyena. Now just because I have a new evolution for Mightyena, again being female only, doesn't mean I can't do anything for another Poochyena regional form. So I present Poochyena, or Neonian Poochyena in this case. Poochyena, the ice Pokemon, having the ability Quick Feet and the hidden ability Own Tempo. This new form Poochyena is created due to the male variations getting banished from the pack after losing to the mighty Matriena. After being sent to the cold tundras of Neous, this Pokemon just adjusted to the cold in order to survive. Having thicker coats of fur and more icicle type fangs makes it a version of Poochyena that is more deadly. Now again, I wanted to have a version of Poochyena that played off of the workings of Matriena, so anytime a Mightyena or Poochyena got banned from the clan or pack in that situation, they went up to the frosty cold tundras of Neous, which due to the conditions they had to change and shift, so they became a pure ice type. And let me say, this Pokemon definitely looks more menacing than its standard Hoenn counterpart. Now again, I want you to notice something. I did say this one is male exclusive. So we have an evolution for this Pokemon which is also male exclusive. So I present Glaciyena. Glaciyena, the revenge Pokemon, also being a pure ice type with the ability Pressure and the hidden ability Defiant. A new evolution of Poochyena that has been built around revenge, wanting to defeat a mighty Matriena. And it's a sworn enemy of that Pokemon. Not to mention a great battler, Glaciyena is known for its overbearing strength and striking speed. It tends to stay within the cold tundras that it's gotten used to use the environment to its advantage. A lot of Pokemon tend to be wary of this Pokemon because of the ice-based claws. So just be careful because they do tend to sharpen them quite a bit. But this is a simple and I think really cool evolution. So not only do you have an evolution of the standard Mightyena, female exclusive, but you now have the banished relationship of the males getting sent up to the cold tundras and having a brand new evolution in Glaciyena. So this is actually really cool, and I thought it'd be smooth to play off of the typings, making this a pure ice type. Let me just say, this is probably one of my favorites, and I have to give a huge shout out to Keith for helping with the design because I was having a hard time nailing this one, as I wanted something that kind of reminded me of Obstagoon in a way. So that way it's that nice big brute, but it can take some punches. And I know of course ice is not the most loved typing and it needs some more representation, so hopefully this helps out quite a bit. Now there's no way I can end off the video here. I have to leave this video off with an epic bang, so I'm going to give you guys something special. Now if you remember, I unveiled a Pokemon not too long ago, or I guess a bit ago now, of a Pokemon named Spookid. This Pokemon is very unique to Neous, and I want to give you guys something special when it comes to this Pokemon, so I finally came up with it. I did tell you guys in that same video that there is going to be 5 different ways that you're going to be enjoying this Pokemon, and that of course is going to be this Pokemon can evolve into 5 different forms. Now Spookid is one of my favorites, and I decided to do something a little bit different to showcase these amazing evolutions that I wanted to implement within the region. So I reached out to 5 different artists and commissioned them for some base sketches of these evolutions I want to see for Spookid. Then of course on my side I finalized the designs, and of course you guys are about to see them. But I have to give a massive shout out to these 5 amazing artists who helped me with this project. That being Psyoxmon, Dark and Windy, Ryoma Art, Max Fakemon, and Pokegurs. Thank you guys so much for helping me out with this, because I think these are about to be super fun Pokemon for anyone who's exploring the region. Now of course you may have noticed something, as these items that are on the actual logos of the artists actually take part into the evolutions. So let's hop into our bag and learn about these items that you guys would need. Now these items are overall simple, so we have the Clover Stone, the Daima Stone, the Heart Stone, the Spade Stone, and lastly, the Unite Band. Now each part of this plays a very specific role into the evolution that you would get, so let's go ahead and kick it off with our first item, and our first evolution that you can achieve with Spookid. Now first up is Liebecast, the Shadow Foal Pokemon, a Dark and Steel type with the ability Filter and the hidden ability Stamina. When Spookid is exposed to a Clover Stone, it awakens the ability to transform into Liebecast. This new form focuses in on defense and protection for, of course, the ones that it loves and wants to protect. The shielded arms on this Pokemon allows it to break through defenses and protect as well. Plus, due to its weight and size, it's able to withstand a lot of big movement and high gravity. Now let me say, it's about time we had a tanky Pokemon resting on the team. Liebecast is really cool looking and of course plays off the base design as the others will as well for Spookid. I think it looks good. I love the redesign of it and it just fits so well. I think it looks fantastic and I can't wait for you guys to see the other forms. And speaking of the other form, we have the next one here. Galvacast, the Shadow Feline Pokemon, a Dark Electric type with the ability Speed Boost and the hidden ability Infiltrator. Now once Spookid is exposed to a Daima Stone, it awakens the ability to turn into Galvacast. This new form focuses in on speed and swiftness to save its loved ones and get them out of danger. During movements of high speed, it will look like Galvacast is turning into a living lightning, and having such high speeds allows it to break past barriers and shields even before they're created. Now if you love yourself a good speed Pokemon, this is definitely the way to go. Dark and Electric is just something we don't get to see too often, so I thought it was a great way to bring it into the region, and the shiny plays into that kind of voltage color of electricity that I think looks really cool. So this is definitely a speed mon that you guys of course may want on your team. But for the next form is something actually pretty unique. Here we have a Gimocast, the Shadow Canine Pokemon, being a Dark and Ghost type with the new ability Pack Attack and the hidden ability Curse Body. Now I know you're already wondering, what is Pack Attack? Pack Attack of course will play more into the description of this Pokemon, but essentially it's like Parental Bond, but it doesn't require him to have another Pokemon like Kangaskhan. I know it's a little busted, but I wanted to have something unique for this Pokemon, so here it is. It's also going to be pretty fragile, but pretty powerful, kind of a glass cannon situation. Either way, if you expose Spookid to a Heartstone, you can actually achieve this form. Now this form actually focuses in on special attack and defense and uses its ghostly essence to cast away spirits and uses shadow clones to help itself with additional tasks, but also to surround its trainer to protect it no matter the cost. Now this one is pretty unique on its own. I love the dog shape of this Pokemon, man's best friend, but it has just a different vibe to it. Dark and Ghost honestly is kind of busted, I know, with the ability, but I'll make it fragile. It's like a super fragile Pokemon, but this thing is going to be pretty dang on strong. But let me know, is Gimocast on your team? Because I feel like this one, like in my head, was going to be just a fan favorite. But we do have two more, so the next one being this Pokemon here. Here is Walgacast, the Shadow Capon Pokemon, a Dark and Fighting type with the ability Intimidate and the hidden ability Reckless. Same thing as the others, once it's exposed to a Spade Stone, it will awaken this brand new form. This form focuses in on hard-hitting attack power, and it tends to use its powerful legs for a variety of kick-based moves. And of course using all of its shadow limbs in order to protect its trainer no matter the cost. And also, you should be very wary of this Pokemon, as it's known for being able to detect pressure points in any other Pokemon it faces. So it's definitely deadly when it comes to its feats, and also the wings too. Now this Pokemon definitely gives a more fierce vibe, so if you're loving the fierce vibes to it, I feel like this is definitely one for you. But I'm kind of curious if you guys are catching the vibe of what these Pokemon so far have been based off of. If you know, pause the video, hop into the comments down below and let me know, and I'll be sure to let you guys know if you were right or wrong. But lastly, we have one more form, being this one here. We have Liebecast, the Shadow Love Pokemon, a Dark and Fairy type with the ability Rattled and the hidden ability Anti-Aura, which is the ability I announced earlier on, so you can watch in the past Spookid video if you want to see what that ability is. Once Spookid is exposed to a Unite band, it transforms into Liebecast. This new form is focused on being in sync with its trainer. It tends to be the most well-rounded out of all the Spookid forms, and to be honest can cover most situations. Now this form is barely seen, as the item that you would need to transform it into this form definitely has to be made with someone who loves their Pokemon. Now let me say, this one should be some clear inspiration, and I love the shiny of this one. It just pops so well. It just looks so good. But you guys probably want to know the background of all the forms, so let me tell you guys what these Pokemon are actually based on. They're of course based on Devils from Black Clover, but let me explain in further detail. I actually based off Slotocast, Galvacast, Walgacast, and Gimocast, all off of Nox Devils. As of course, the base design for Spookid is based off of Gimodelo, which is a Pokemon that I really love for the region, and I wanted to have more representation for it, and I feel like this was the best way to get that done. And of course, Liebecast is based off of Lebe, or Liebe, however you want to say it, from Black Clover. I'm not going to spoil where this character comes from or who this character is. If you're not come to Black Clover, just be mindful that it's pretty late in the anime if you're watching it, and it's kind of like a huge section and big character if you're into, you know, the manga side of it. So either way, I want to have representation for those devil-based like characters from Black Clover and bring them into my Pokemon region. I feel like we did super well and presented a whole bunch of new dark type Pokemon with some really good secondary like typings to them. I feel like that makes them pretty unique. But of course, I am super curious which one of these cast Pokemon are making it onto your team. You have to let me know. At least one has to make it onto the team. Let me know in the comments down below. But on that note, guys, that actually is going to end it off for this video. I showed off so many new Pokemon, 11 to be exact, and I believe they were some of the coolest Pokemon I've shown off thus far. Now we only have a couple more videos before I show off the Legendaries, the gym leaders, the plot, and of course a couple other things that I think you guys will come to enjoy. If you guys are enjoying this series, again, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like on the video, share the video out, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel and of course to the content, and let me know what you guys want to see more of. What should I do next? Because I know gym leaders are going to be a little bit later, but I do need to knock out some Pokemon very soon, as I actually have some Pokemon I haven't shown you guys yet. So maybe the next video will be just complete new Pokemon for you guys. A lot of new Pokemon coming soon. Again, thank you guys so much for watching these videos. Let me know which Pokemon make it onto your team, and I will see you guys all in the next video. And well, bye.